To another episode of Prime Debate with Stats. I am your man, the Great Debater. Prime is not in the building today. He will return though. I keep on saying that, but he was on our last show, even though it was on a phone call. We we are a water cooler podcast. We talk about a little bit of anything and everything. We are also on YouTube. We're also on Twitch, but we're not hooked up on Twitch yet, or we're not uploading on Twitch yet. But we'll get there. So today, we are going to talk about a little bit of sports, I guess, because it's been a while. I'll be honest with you, I'm a little rusty. It's been a while. And then we'll go from there. My guest today, or my co-host today, is my cuz Mira.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Say what's up. She's gracing us with her free time right now.
I'm excited to be here.
She's always wanted to be on the show, and she also loves sports, so that's even a positive thing. You know what I mean? So it's always a win-win. I know we talk about a lot of sports. We'll also talk about a lot of other things as well. You know how we do. We'll start on one topic, and then we'll probably go like a million other different places. This is our second show without any backing. As you can see, if you're looking at this on YouTube, I am
All natural.
in a room of mine, and I just got my equipment set up, and we're just rocking out. I'm gonna so also without mentioning, you know what I mean, spiritual essence, you know what I mean, our guy, aka Mont Stat Boy, always with us, you know what I'm saying. And so with that, we will begin. So I wanted to talk about the draft because the draft is coming up, me, and I know we're both Sixers fans. For those who don't know, we're both Sixers fans, and this is supposed to be a crazy off season. I really don't want to talk about the Sixers too much though, because I've talked about them way too much, and I don't have anything really to say about them anymore. To be honest with you, I really don't. I don't have anything to say. But as far as the draft is concerned, so if anybody who doesn't know, the league has always, for the last it's been at least 2 decades, right, since they've been letting high schoolers in.
2 decades, I guess. If you want to go back a little further, well, yeah, 2 decades, because I guess Kobe started it back up. High school, him and Kevin Garnett.
Well, I don't think they ever had a rule.
It wasn't a rule, but they are ones that made it.
I think the rule. Oh, that's what the rule was. Right. The rule was that. So it's been forever, but the rule was
2 years or a year out of removed.
Yeah, removed from being a senior. That's what it was. So So I see these kids. We got this French guy coming up, and shout out to Europe. You know what I mean? You got Giannis,
fundamentals.
Giannis,
that's why they are kicking
Luka,
our butts.
Joker,
fundamentals.
JoJo, Casey. Say no, I'm just joking.
Ooh yeah.
they
fundamentals.
They dominate in like the sport, and then this kid comes in and does. You know what I mean? I don't. I mean, they always want to do the hype machine. It's media. They want to hype it up as much as they possibly can. But for me personally, if he comes in and just averages like 20 and 10, that's a good
year. Good rookie year.
Yeah, that's all.
He's 7 foot, player. Right? He's 7 foot. 7'5". He ain't got no meat on his bones.
He's supposed to be a very skillful Sean Bradley. In my opinion.
Okay, so as a Sixers fan, that's not really saying much.
Well,
I remember Sean Bradley. He had to eat a lot of food, couldn't gain weight. Horrible.
Well, the thing about Bradley, which I think people always forget about, I think I mentioned this before on the show, but it's really funny that he was like, he took a year off, and that's the reason why people was kind of like stunned. I think if he would have played that year that we drafted him, because he didn't play that
No,
year.
he didn't play that year, right?
If he would have played that year, I
It
think
would have helped.
that would have probably eased the minds of players, or possibly intrigued them more, because his athleticism, for at least at that time, was off the through the roof. But my question to you is, what do you think, if you're a GM, do you look for in a player now? Like, what is the one, like, let's say your top three things that if you're looking at a player, like you're looking for a player, like, I don't know how much you know about these players, but just in general.
So, in general, are we talking about a position or just in general? Like, I'm looking for a position player, three things in a point guard, three things in a forward, or just three things in general?
Um, I would say three things in general.
In general?
I mean, if we talking positional needs, which is something that I guess you don't really use too much in basketball,
Which is a problem.
It's all
I,
dependent.
I don't. I think it's a problem.
I think it's a problem for the top. I think it's all dependent. Like, for instance, I don't know why I got to reference the Sixers again. We drafted three centers or four court players.
Yeah, it was just
and that was
horrible.
It wasn't good. I mean, it's only horrible
because it didn't pan out.
Because it didn't pan out. But when you look at everybody's skill set, I mean,
they were all different.
Besides Jalil's, because he's, I don't want to talk about that. But I mean, besides,
because he went to Duke.
All right, we got real. All
right, no, serious. All right, listen.
Prom is a Tar Heel fan, so I'm already used to somebody coming at my Dukies.
All right, so this is all right. Ready? Because the game, it wants to evolve, right? So you have a bunch of kids running around shooting threes, but yet and still, I need footwork. I need the ability to shoot. Can I get four things?
Sure.
Okay. Footwork, ability to shoot, defense, and you gotta know basketball. I think a lot of these athletes right now don't know the game. They can play the game because they're athletic and they know how to play basketball, but do they understand how to play basketball?
Okay, so let me ask you this. I mean, besides the height advantage, and they both got supposedly the same skill sets, who would you take with the number one overall pick in this year's draft? Would you take Wembanyama, who's everybody's saying he's a lock?
That's a 7'5" guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or will you take Brandon Miller, who is one of the college's best players at Bama last year?
See, me, I don't like drafting for height. I was never a fan drafting for height, so I would take the other guy.
So you,
because people say you can't teach height, but height don't make you tough. It don't make you know basketball. It just doesn't.
Okay, so I give you that, but I think the difference is in this situation is not just so much he's tall and he has the skills, and I kind of agree with you because you're pretty much saying that you're taking college proven over
Euro.
Well, not so much over Euro. I think that's the reason. My statement I was going to make is that I think Euro is the reason why people are not hesitant to call him good, because Euro basketball over the years have gotten better.
Right.
Their players have been playing since they was like 14 professionally.
Professionally,
you know
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a little different. It's a little different vibe.
So I get what you're saying though, but if Wembanyama was coming straight from high school, you know what I mean, like straight from
whatever school he was at, yeah.
They say he went say he played state ball in high school, and then he took a year off and went to like the G League or
France
overseas,
or whatever.
Right?
Yeah,
you would say you would lean toward more of the kid that went to college.
Yeah, I think. All right, listen. For what it's worth, I think college helps you get to the pros. It's because everything has to be a step. Okay, so when you are the best player in high school, right? So say they got the top 50 players in basketball, right?
Mm-hmm.
And over here in the States, most of those guys don't play each other. Because if you had one person per state, let's just say like that, they're not going to play each other. You're not going to get you're not playing those 50 guys every night. I mean, you're playing weaker competition.
Okay.
So, and then when you get to play those guys, you're playing those guys with other guys like you
Okay.
because you're playing AAU,
Okay.
right? College prepares you to learn your role as a basketball player because all these guys are the best of their ability. They're the best of the best, right? And when you get to college, you learn and you understand how to play basketball. That's why you go to a Duke University because you want Coach K to teach you how to be a point guard.
But you want the games, you want the
You want
notoriety.
but you want to learn how to play basketball.
I think
These
back,
kids don't know how to bounce pass.
I think back when we was younger, I think that does. I think that held more ground. I think
That's the problem. It needs to go backwards.
I don't think nowadays. I think
It doesn't.
The school is the name and
Well,
it's
I
all
mean,
about,
but I'm just
for
using
some
Duke.
it is,
I'm just using
for most
Duke.
people,
But I
it's
just feel
not.
like the college in general prepares you for that, right? It also prepares you for things that's gonna happen outside of college. When you got the 15 girls in your dorm room, do you go work out or do you do the 15 girlfriend? Like that helps you.
I like how you brought sex into it. That was funny.
Listen, you want to talk about why the first top 3 picks of 19 draft pick got one as a stripper, baby mom, one running around with a gun for a lighter,
No, she wasn't a stripper. She was a porn star.
whatever. Say Masai Makusa
Oh, taking shots at strippers.
because I ain't got the body for it. But what I'm saying is, I think basketball's supposed to help you. I think in a lot of these schools, they know. They know when they go get that kid, he's only gonna be here for a year or 2 years. That's why I think football got it the best. You can't do anything for 3 years. Ain't no discussion.
Well, the reason, all right, so
And that's a body thing. I get that because they need to mature their bodies. But your mind is a muscle too.
yeah, your mind.
And if you're not maturing your muscles,
your mind is a muscle. That's
you out
very
there
true.
you out there looking like
Listen, that's very true.
some of these players.
Your mind is a muscle, and that's extremely true. I'm not going to deny that. My vibe with the whole college vibe, and I kind of agree with you on that. Um, my vibe is that college is not so much. It's not because it's not all college. No matter what sport you play, all college sports is not going to be better than pros.
Yeah,
It's just not.
no, right.
But what makes to me, which make college great, and college sports particularly great, is the balance. As far as like you was an accomplished high school ball player with tremendous skills. I play pickup ball,
Right.
but we can go to the same like we can go to college, and I can be on a team, and you can play against me. I mean, obviously, we wouldn't play against each other because
Yeah, I get saying no,
but you
but
know what I'm
yes,
saying?
right.
And we'll get to play against each other
Exactly.
or with each other.
With each other, right.
So you see all type of levels. You see the superstars,
right, to
that's
the-
going to be future Hall of Famers.
To your mediocres.
To your guys or girls
Who might have been superstars in high school when they got to the pros, they realized, oh shit, I'm not as good as I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, and you got
know what I
those-
mean?
yeah,
And you got
those
it's
too.
levels.
And then you got the guy that you know what I mean probably never have,
Ever
picked up a basketball.
That's
but
the
just
coach's
loves the
son.
sport so much and is talented, and those are the ones that becomes coaches and GMs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because they love the game, they smart and they know the game, but they just physically
They can't do it. They can't do
certain things
exactly.
that certain people.
Exactly.
I mean, how many times have you heard people say, well, if I had that person's height, I would have been a monster in college. I mean, I would have been
I've
a
said
monster
it.
pro.
I said it.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's the height thing is real for Wembanyama. I do like it. The footwork thing was really interesting to me because for me it's not about footwork. I won't say it was not about footwork. It's just every player is different. I mean, because they're all athletes. You know what I mean? In the end, but
That's the problem.
they're all athletes. But the training aspect is so. Like you, all right. For instance, you just mentioned the player that was really, really good in high school, but is going to be a role player in the pros,
No, role player in college.
or a role player in college,
Right.
and
And maybe it still might get to the pros, but
Right.
might have to go to the D League. But you see, but a coach will take a chance on him because you know what it is? Every year they improve. So it's something that I like in that kid that I'm going to take a chance.
I like that's my thing. I like I like seasoned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, I don't want you to be a project
I,
coming into the pros.
that's my thing. You're a
I
project.
think I think if I'm not mistaken, the NBA is the only sport that has that.
Yeah.
I mean, that really leans
On projects.
on not
Yeah.
just projects but
Prospects.
unfinished
Yeah.
products.
Yeah. You can't.
You
The
can't.
only other sport slash position does that is quarterbacks.
Mm,
Everybody will jump to get a quarterback.
mm,
But other than that, but that's not football. That's one position. Whereas,
mm.
like you said, basketball is the entire operation. Baseball don't do it. Hockey don't do it.
I get it.
Football, the quarterback and basketball are the only sports that will draft on prospect,
All right.
on potential.
Talk to your mic a little
Oh,
bit more.
my fault.
She's
Well, I'm
looking at-
turning to you because I want to look. I don't.
No, that's what the mic is. It has a cord. It's long enough. I made sure. I'm making it comfortable. I'm trying to make it comfortable.
So that's my thing.
You sound 10 times better now. You sounded like you was in the room,
And then out the room.
but you was like one of the like you know how you, people got like a guest and then they got the side guest in the
Yeah,
background.
yeah.
That's how you sounded a little bit.
I think they're the cool guys too. The ones in the background just
They
laughing
like
at shit.
They're speaking in the background.
Yeah.
Like, you know, da, 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 da.
Order a cheesesteak, nigga. Salt, pepper, ketchup. I don't eat none of that, by the way. I just like my mushrooms, salt, pepper. Do not toast my roll. Do not toast my roll.
Yeah, but I just don't understand why they don't like. For instance, everybody like. So you want to talk about the game as far as like the style of the game?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. You know
I mean,
yeah, the style of the game is the style of the game. I'm not gonna get too bent out of shape about that. You want to shoot and chuck up threes? That's great. That's great. Chuck up as many threes as you want. I don't give a shit. But the thing that bothers me is when you think you can shoot it like the team who kind of started it.
right? You're never. Yes,
You're not them.
you're not them.
Do
You'll
you
never be
have those
right. You don't have
players?
none of those players. I hate that.
It's like who you don't have those players, so why do you think that you can do
What
they do?
when I see a stat line, like 3 for 20 from the 3-point line, and you have a nerve to shoot more, that irks my soul.
It's funny because
That irks my soul.
you know the finals just went off, and you know that those games was just so funny because it was just bricking threes all game.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like brick three, and it was crazy because you would see some good 2-point stuff like layups or shots, but everything was just 3-pointers, man. And they was bricking. Everybody was bricking, and it was just letting you know, like, first of all, you know, you've been playing for so many, you know, games.
You're
tough
tired.
games,
Your leg is tired. Your arm tired. Yeah.
You know, you're
I don't care
in-
how much
you
shape
know,
you in.
You never played this many games. Your,
Right.
Your emotions is high. Your butthole is tight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything is like going on, and
Mm-hmm.
you're jacking up a 24, 23 footer.
Don't need it.
You know what I mean? And yeah, you know, it's going to happen. Listen, you're going to miss shots and everything else. I think it's when it comes to that, and this is the reason why I don't really have a problem with it, is the risk reward. You know, comebacks are possible because of the 3-point barrage that can happen. Yeah, I was listening to Doc Rivers talk, and he was talking about one of his epic, you know, 3-1 collapses, and because he had so many of them.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
So right. So he was talking about him, and I heard him say that was it Josh Smith? Remember him?
Mm-hmm.
And,
Atlanta Hawks.
And but he wasn't on Atlanta. He was in Houston at the time,
Okay.
and so he wasn't even in his prime then. He was past his prime.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Smith, and then or was he? I don't know. I won't say past his prime. I guess he was in that tail end prime. I don't know. And then you had he said Corey Brewer.
Oh Lord.
Exactly. He said they just started knocking down threes.
Mm-hmm.
He said they was because his team was up by like 20 points. He said they were just knocking down threes, and that's the reason why. That's the reason why it's I get it. You want to jack them, but then you get those games from a Corey Brewer who's not known as a 3-point shooter,
Yeah.
and Josh
It's-
Smith
who
who's
does
not
that as
known
a
as a
three-point
shooter.
I get it.
knocking down like
I
3
get
or
it.
4 threes.
I get it.
And guess what? They won the game.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but the
I don't
problem
like
is that you have to understand the difference between, you know, there's always nothing's never 100%.
100% right.
So you're gonna look like, okay, this is not the norm. This is not
It's
the
not
reality.
right. It's not normal. You're not.
Like, nobody's gonna try to do what Miami did.
No.
Like nobody. Nobody's going to say, "Hey, let's just try to do what Miami did and
No.
just get a bunch of undrafted
No.
players."
That was
and
luck.
Just
Because right now
run
they're
out.
scrambling to find a superstar to pair with Jimmy Butler.
I don't think they're
I mean, I
scrambling.
shouldn't say scrambling, but they're trying to capitalize on what they just did. You know what I mean? So it would be dumb for them not to try to go get a superstar. The problem is who you gonna go get with. You don't. You know what the thing about Jimmy is? I don't think Jimmy needs a legit superstar with him.
I don't know what he needs, but I just know they couldn't shoot, and that was the problem. I mean, Denver's a really good offensive team, not just from shooting 3-pointers. They have a good offensive system. They got good offensive players, and if you're not going to be able to not so much outscore them, but if you're not going to be able to keep up with them offensively, eventually they're going to get 2 to 4 points when they need to, and that's going to be the difference. People say their defense was really good. I mean, their defense was better. They picked up the intensity and everything else, but Jimmy missed a lot of shots. Whether he was hurt, whether he was tired, whether it was both, who knows? I won't say who cares. Who knows?
Who knows?
But yeah, I just think that was really kind of odd that people want to shoot threes and everything. And then the thing is that to get back on the draft topic is so much that you see these guys come in and they're so raw and they don't have an understanding of what type of player they're going to be.
Nope, not at all.
And they don't understand the type of player that they're going to accept to be as well. Because two things is definitely evident in this day and age of basketball. One is what we've been talking about. These guys are coming in very raw, and they have to. It takes them a year or two to get going, and then I'll come back to that. Let me finish the statement. And they come back. They come in untalented. I mean, not untalented, unready, unproven.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second is that these players don't know how to understand when their like roles are diminishing or their game is diminishing, that they might need to set a different role.
Right. They don't understand the game. It all goes back to
this is going back. These are the Carmelos.
Yeah.
The D Wade.
Yeah. Listen to me. Listen to me.
You know what I mean?
Hold on, listen, ready? Kobe and Garnett did it, right? They jumped, right? And then after that, you had, 2001? Where you had the first 5 was all high school players? Something crazy like that?
I think it was 2000 and...
But it was before LeBron and all them.
I don't know.
Because Chicago had the first pick.
Oh, I know what draft you're talking about.
Right.
It was Chicago had the first pick.
But I mean,
it was Kwame Brown, Eddie Curry, and Tyson
Chandler. Basula, and Basula. and they took a chance on height and Basuliness. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what started the trend of, let me go find that high school kid who might be the next what? That's exactly what, and the game, and then you started drafting athletes. And let me explain something to you. Athletes is one thing, but are you a basketball player?
Facts.
It's two different things.
It's preach.
Okay, so you could be an athlete and be horrible at basketball. I can put you on track and field. You can run and sprint. Baseball, you can do all that. But basketball, athletically, it helps your game, but it don't define your game. Because Jokic is not athletic. I'm butchering that boy name. Jokic is not athletic.
Jokic.
Whatever.
Like Joker. With
Joker,
CK,
yes.
With I.
Okay, we'll just call him Joker.
Yeah.
Joker is not athletic, but what he does know is how to play basketball. He knows how to use his body. I'm comparing him to other NBA superstars.
Right. He's the
least right.
Right. He's athletic, but he's not.
He's not right. He's not
above the rim.
He's not above the rim. Right. And that's what everybody looking for. They want a ooh and a ah. Listen, that kid Morant, in 2 years he won't be able to dunk like that no more. His knees is going to tell him to sit down somewhere. All that above the rim shit.
I don't know about 2 years, that'd be crazy.
But I'm just saying,
D Rose moment.
But no, because your body will break. It gets tired of it. When you are at that point, right? From someone who, like you said, played high school basketball. You are playing basketball damn near all year round.
Right.
Since you were like 10.
Right.
So the miles on your body
Facts.
are horrible. So to preserve your career,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be a manager. It's gonna be somebody that's gonna pull you to the side, and say, "Hey, hey, young buck, I know you can do this at 22, but at 24, it ain't gonna work. Sit your dumb ass down, get a jump shot."
Yeah.
And then there's moments where you're gonna be able to go and you get to go crazy. But for the most part, man, take this mid range. You gotta learn how to listen. You gotta learn how to develop and change your game.
So funny with the mid range. Because
They don't know what that is.
No, it's funny because they hate on it.
Yeah, but that's
And it's like you can't have it both ways. So you hate on DeMar DeRozan shooting mid range
right.
and not shooting enough threes, and then you praise Kawhi for shooting mid range because he has this deadly mid range. You love Jordan. You loved Kobe. You love.
They had mid ranges.
They was all
mid range shooters. They were not 3-point shooters.
All of them.
All of them mid range.
But
Absolutely
now
right.
you see like
A Curry and a Thompson.
No, you see like a player like Tatum. When he first came in, he shot a lot of mid ranges.
Yeah,
people
now
got mad and they was like, "Why are you shooting so many mid ranges? You should shoot more threes." And then he, of course, stepped back and improved his 3-point shooting, and now he shoot threes.
And his game struggles.
And then they was like, "Well, you need to, be able to go into the,
in the lane,
and do all that stuff." And he gotten better, but now all of a sudden in the off seasons, they want him to improve his mid range again.
Right, like
it's like, what are you talking about?
Right,
you have to decide what do you want out of a player. You just want him to be able to score.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think a player that people don't look at enough as far as what they do is Giannis. Giannis just is a scorer.
Yeah, he just scores.
I think the only thing I would want Giannis to get better at is spot up threes.
Yeah, like
you know what I mean,
right.
Like just spot up 3s. Not so much like coming down on.
No. But if your man is really down there and you just
somebody else is running the action and you just drift to the baseline
and you open
and you're open
and nobody near you,
and of course nobody's going to pay attention to you in the corner because you're Giannis.
Shoot it.
I mean, they'll pay attention to you because you're Giannis,
but they're not worried about you shooting.
Yeah, they might. Giannis
it's
is
not
out there
Embiid.
in the corner.
Embiid will get the look. They will go out there and try to.
Nobody ever runs Embiid in that corner.
Not at the corner, but he gets the.
But that's the closest. That's the closest distance for a 3-point shot. People make careers out of that shot.
I know Ray Allen.
I mean, Ray.
Not Shuttles. You can't talk about Shuttlesworth.
I mean, Shuttle's an all-time 3-point shooter.
Now listen. On that note,
I think he was. I think Curry just passed
on
him.
that note, Curry just passed him. On that note, that's what I'm saying about the mid range and changing your game. Not a lot of people give Shuttlesworth credit. In the Bucks uniform, Stone Cold Killer.
Yeah, but people don't remember him.
I don't know why.
They don't remember him.
And in college, he was a Stone Cold Killer. And Khalid.
I mean, just as far as the Bucks team was concerned.
Oh my God.
I just don't think.
That's a shame.
I don't think they remembered him.
That's a shame.
And I don't think
because he had a big three, not a big three, but that's a shame.
I think that I might will have to look it up, but I think that
and the Sonics.
I don't think the franchise believed he was one of those people that you could win with. I think,
and that was crazy.
I don't mean maybe it was something different.
I don't know, but he could have won. He could have won, dropping jewels. I'm telling, he could have won, but he looked at his game. He said, "Okay, I was a scorer. I go to the hole. I could do all that, but when I go to these teams, I just got to be able to shoot."
He was more than that when he went to Boston. I think he wasn't the type of player he was when he was in Milwaukee and Seattle, but because they had PP was there,
right?
And for those Paul Pierce, that don't know, and I think that was really, really different. Of course, he still had Kevin Garnett, who was still skillful and talented.
He just decided to take a.
He still, if I'm not mistaken,
he still averaged. They all averaged up.
Yeah, I think
all four of them averaged up.
Yeah, I think it's because his game wasn't relied on him creating as much.
He didn't have because he had PP
back then. I mean, at that time, he was just. I mean, if you don't, watch
some highlights.
I'll just say watch Game 7.
Oh, the
Game
Sixers
7 and 6 in Milwaukee. Man, it was a
problem.
problem.
Yo, he was
a problem. He was a straight problem. Even Bubba said it. Bubba's like, man, me and him, we always got history since college.
Since college, Georgetown and UConn.
I mean, we always ran into each other somewhere. So yeah, I guess I get it. I don't know. It's it's a little dangerous thing. My point that I was gonna make that I kind of got like sidebar about, I didn't want to get sidebar by, was with the development of these athletes, that's not finished product. And I'm glad you brought up that draft. I've totally forgot about that draft.
First, yo, that joint was
Um,
that's the downfall.
but I just feel like that if I'm gonna draft you, I'm gonna draft a player that so much fit my scheme as well,
Mm-hmm.
or fit what I want to do,
Mm-hmm.
not so much of the better talent,
Right.
because it's kind of hard. And I think the other thing is the whole notion of a big three
Mm-hmm.
or a big two. I mean, for the most part, and I would say all the way up till most of our childhood, even though there were certain teams in the NBA, I don't think you really looked for a big two or big three. I just think you wanted,
Your players to listen.
yeah,
If you was my bench player, you come off the bench, Vinny the Jet Microwave, got you know what I mean. I need you to give me 16, 17 points. I don't need to. I need you to score. You know what I'm saying? Dennis Rodman, I need you to rebound and play defense. Like these are the things I need.
Yeah.
They drafted and they looked for a need.
yeah,
Now it's oh he's 6'8" and can jump out the roof. And for every time you see that, when I see 6'8" athletic, you know what I know is underneath of that? Needs to work on the shooting. That's all I say. Every time you look at that, when they list them skills, it'd be 6'8", guys athletic, crazy talent.
well,
At the bottom of the joint, what it say? I got to needs work on the shooting.
well, we've never. I think we did on one of our previous shows. We've talked about players who has tremendous shooting abilities in college, in high school,
In case you just looking at
and got to the pros. The two that always stand out to me, I don't even know how one is still in the league or got a GM front office at one point, is my beloved Trajan Langdon from Duke. The Alaskan assassin himself. I don't know what happened to his jump shot.
Oh yeah, it did turn the mush in the
just-
pros. It did.
It
did.
was weird because he had the physique.
He had he had the
and he had the shot. And
Yeah.
it just, I don't know how did he get hurt? Maybe he got hurt. I don't know, but it was
he was
weird.
just he was pretty.
It was bad, man. He couldn't shoot shit, and it was weird because he was a really good shooter. And then the other one, to me, is the all-time great, is Sean Rushmore. I don't know what happened to his shot. Sean Rushmore was a snizzhyper. You know what I mean? Ask Eric Snow.
I mean, listen,
Eric Snow was giving him assistance. Eric
Eric
Snow
Snow-
got into the pros because
because of
that
him.
man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, this guy, I mean, he got me mad assists. I mean, he could just shoot his ass off. And there's been countless others.
But-
Another one that has a good name, ring a bell. He lasted in the career, though. But the two I named before, they didn't even last.
They was
going.
No, I think especially Langdon. I remember him. He did a bounce around thing the first year, which means he ain't get a pickup on his 4th-year contract.
Well, the thing with Trajan, he wasn't drafted
Right.
high or at all.
Right. So he
So
he
that gives him drawing. Sean was a lottery pick.
yeah. Yeah.
Sean was a lottery pick.
Right.
I don't know what number, but he was a lottery pick.
Lottery pick gotta be is top 12?
No, 14.
14. Well, is it 14 now? Because back then it wasn't. I swear lottery pick was shorter.
I think it's still probably 14.
Okay.
You made me think about it. But you got to understand, Seattle's not here no more.
Well, they're here, but they're not here.
Yeah, that's true, too. I mean, that could be a possibility.
What year did he get drafted?
Ooh. Same year as Eric Snow, so 95? No, 94. Because Snow was drafted, I think they was drafted the same year. 95 and 94. Just type his name in. Will it come up? It's like respect, but with spurt. I don't know how to spell it. I just remember seeing it.
I'm gonna do 94.
It was 94?
No, I'm gonna do 94. Because all I want to know is how many did it expand? Did we go from, for some reason, I feel like it used to be 9 players. I don't know why.
No, the lottery was always, everybody always worried about the top 10.
11.
Hmm?
11. If I phrase the question right, it was 11. So they have expanded on it.
I mean, yeah.
That was my question.
Okay.
That was my question. Was it back then? Because I know now it's 14, but I just remember it being way less when we were growing up.
Because
It was. I just feel like it was for some reason 9 6 into my head.
I mean, it was,
and it might have been 10.
it was 3 rounds back then.
It used to be like 11,000 rounds back then, but we're not gonna go there because Herschel Walker got drafted. That's all I'm gonna say. Herschel Walker got drafted by Chicago Bulls.
Who?
Herschel Walker.
Did he really?
7th round. I'm not like, yo, I'm not. You gonna make me Google real life time? Hold on, I'm being serious. I'm being serious, yo. I'm being serious.
Yo.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It was a track star. Who was a track star back in the day that was fast?
That's worse. You talking about Reggie Lewis?
Was it Reggie?
Reggie Carl Lewis. You talking about?
Was it Carl Lewis? Was it?
Yeah, hold on.
Hold on.
This is getting funnier.
Hold on. Bulls draft.
You can't use Siri. Don't use Siri. Don't Siri. Just type it in.
I can't. For the people out there, I'm a horrible speller. This is not my forte. You type it in. Yes, I'm telling you, 7th round pick. Something. I swear it was Herschel Walker. I bullshit you not.
Herschel Walker.
Bulls. It was something because he was. I swear to you.
Was it an NFL player?
I can't remember if it was track or NFL, but I know that the Bulls drafted somebody back in the 80s, and it was like a 7th round pick.
I'm just gonna type in Herschel Walker.
But I know it was either a track star or football player that got drafted by the Bulls back in the day, and it happened to be the 7th round.
I spelled that wrong. Oh.
See.
Hold up, I see something. Hold up. Hold
Is it true? Am I right? I'm done.
No, hold up. I didn't see it. Hold up. It came out wrong. Chicago Bulls. I gotta say Chicago Bulls.
Either way, ladies and gentlemen,
NBA.
I'm telling you, back in the day,
This is too funny.
you didn't know that the NBA had autumn drafts. Like it used to be like football almost.
Come on, man. This would be funny. Please be true. No, I don't see it. I don't see it.
It's something in there, and it's ask Siri who the Bulls drafted in the 7th round.
Why? Because it's gonna come up. What?
I promise you. They draft All right. Ask how many rounds did the NBA use to ask how many rounds.
I would say Carl Lewis.
All right.
Because you got the Lewis. You said Carl Lewis. Carl Lewis.
I'm telling you.
Carl Lewis. I gotta say, was he ever drafted in the NBA?
I'm telling you, bro.
God, this is too funny. I'm just like, I'm so.
I'm telling you.
Gosh, I gotta see this. They ain't gonna probably have it in here. No, they ain't got it.
I'm telling you. I seen it before.
I'm pretty sure you have, and I'm pretty sure it's the funniest thing ever. It's probably true. You probably got
you haven't come across it.
I haven't come across it. I'm on Wikipedia.
Okay, I'm just wanting to say how many rounds did the NBA have draft picks? And how many rounds did the NBA draft back in the 80s?
I don't know.
I'm just telling you to Google it, or noticeable draft picks in NBA history. Noticeable draft picks in NBA history.
Oh my gosh, this is.
I know I'm right.
This is too funny. Draft picks. This is hilarious. I'm so. I messed up. Noticeable draft picks, NBA. What'd you say?
Was it Reggie Lewis?
No, it was. I said Reggie Lewis.
Oh, okay.
I'm typing. That's who I typed it afterwards.
Okay.
don't see nobody that just like stands out that just like makes me want to say no. I don't see no names. They giving me all these other weird shit.
All right. I swear I've seen it before.
But that
I'm
was
I'm so I'm so confident that I've seen.
please anybody comment. Please comment if you know who she was talking about because that was too funny. I was cracking the fuck up. That was hilarious. Yeah, they just give me all this weird shit.
That's shenanigans. I've seen this before.
Okay, you can find it to me and show it to me later, and I'll bring it up again. All right. That was too good. So we was talking about the draft, and we was talking about draft prospects and everything else. I don't know what what the league is going to do. I don't think they're going to do shit, to be honest with you. Speaking of which, did you like the suspension for Ja?
So it's a double-edged sword. I believe that young man needs to get people out of his life. But I do think the NBA needs to understand that these young kids want to portray something that they're not, or something they're trying to get out of, and they think they need to hold on to that. That's all. To me, it's all a part. It's all a part of education. I hate to say it like that but do I like it? Yeah.
25 games.
25 games.
25 games. Now getting cash, or you're gonna lose. They say about $8 million, which I thought the money was like. I mean, it's a lot of money to us.
It's a lot of money.
But to him, it's
that's nothing.
Shit.
I'm gonna say yes because it should give him time to evaluate it. Like, listen, if I got the bag, Dre, and I'm getting ready to do something stupid, or I do something stupid, I don't expect you to record it and then post it on social media. Like, all right, I'm gonna take this back to the Michael Vick joint. Ready? Okay, whether or not he knew about the Bow Wows, okay?
He knew about the Bow Wows, of course. That's why he went to jail.
You're missing my point.
Continue.
Whether or not he knew about the Bow Wows, did the people that told on said Bow Wow person, right? Did they think he was going to stay broke? No. He's going to pick himself back up. He's going to make a little bit of money. He's not going to be rich Vic, but he's going to be better than 80% of America Vic. Meanwhile, y'all still sitting in the hooscow because you told on Michael Vick.
I don't think they told it was.
No, somebody told on Bull.
I don't think nobody told.
Yeah, they did. I'm telling you, they told on him. Told on him. El Snitcho.
I don't think it was El Snitcho.
Ratatouille.
I think that everything was in his name and on his property.
So once again,
you could deny that.
Okay, so once again,
his
Michael Vick
was on the evidence.
If that's the case, right? If that's said case, then who was his man saying, "Yo, put this in my name. Put this in my name. Don't put this in your name. Put this in my name." Once again, the people you have around you.
Now, hold up to the Vic thing. Now, I don't even know the details of this shit.
I don't either because it's.
But for what I understand, he was not the only one that went to jail.
No, they all went to jail.
But he's just the biggest name.
The biggest name.
So they all got.
Booked. But what I'm saying, he got less time and he got back to the bag. Meanwhile, because y'all ratted, now y'all have no bag.
But with that being said,
no bag.
But I'm pretty sure everybody's doing something.
No, they're not.
I don't know. How do you know? You don't know. But that's.
They snitched. Nobody's hiring a snitch.
So the thing is, and I'm gonna be honest with you, and you know, you could say I'm being naive, but I really do believe that they didn't think they was doing anything wrong. They think they was probably doing something illegal, maybe, but not wrong. That's just the way of life down there, and you know that.
Whether it's the way of life down there or not, you know that you are in the public limelight, and you can't be that stupid. You can't have people around you that stupid.
What are you talking about?
Talking about John Rance now, right? With John Rance, we're down to the dogs.
No, I mean, I was on the dog.
Oh, so on the dog thing.
I mean, I was just saying that part for the Vic thing at the end.
Well, you still can't be that stupid.
The job thing is, to me, this is my thing.
Your
about
man's videotaped you, bro.
No, his man didn't videotape. This man went on his own live. He went
And
on his own
nobody
gram.
did this. Cause that's what y'all did to me. How many times?
We didn't have social media.
Thank God, because goddamn, dog.
Thank God.
But how many times have I said and or did something inappropriate?
Yeah, you'd have been canceled like 12
Where
times.
where I almost got finished said act and you said something or did something to break said act up or any. Hey, don't do that. So where is that guy at?
My thing about all right, so he needs a person.
He
All right,
needs a
that.
person, and it shouldn't be mom and dad because that's not
But
going to.
My thing about what he did, it wasn't. I think people think it's the gun. They're like, oh, he put the gun out there. It's not the reason why.
No.
He got in trouble.
It looks misogynistic.
The gun has nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? It's the fact that he went on
Live.
a live social stream. He
Yep.
could have literally took a camera, his phone,
Yep.
hit record,
And did that.
recorded it, and had a table full of guns on the table, and that would have been fine. But because you went on a stream, live stream, and you pulled out one handgun for whatever reason that you did that on, that was the problem.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's no difference than that. I think the fact that he did that, he could have just showed his guns and like, I like guns and this is what I'm into. But instead, he went into a social media platform, streamed it, and wasn't. And then on top of it, it looked weird. It looked mysterious. And then he just had got in trouble with the strippers.
That's the right.
On top of it,
Know your audience, bro. It's the wrong time
And they're trying to promoting
to do changing. Right, he's changing.
Like, don't get me wrong, Bubba did everything you just did.
Yeah, everything.
Bubba wasn't on Instagram Live.
Definitely was not on Instagram Live.
Bubba wasn't on Instagram Live.
No, he was not.
Shaq did everything you just did.
But definitely was not on Instagram.
Diesel
Nope.
was
Not on Instagram Live. Nope.
Michael Jordan
Did a lot more than
what you just did.
But
He was
not on, right. Instagram Live. Exactly.
It's 100% facts. These people did this shit.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Magic probably did it, and he was butt ass naked when he did it.
But he wasn't right.
On Instagram Live.
And if he was around somebody when he was doing it, they were not taking Polaroid pictures of him and then said going to CVS and blackmailing Magic Johnson.
Yeah, discreet is not a thing no more. I mean,
It's not.
But people just want to get that bag. They want their 15 minutes of fame because they allowing it now.
And you know what's so crazy? That is so short sighted. That 15 minutes of fame.
It's giving people money, man.
Yeah, but how you know that money? Listen, the fastest you get it, the faster you lose that shit.
You flip it, they flipping it. They got this crazy ass. I give the generation. No, they got a crazy ass work ethic. As far as trying to get at money and get at opportunities, they do it in a weird, odd ass way at times. But they do a pretty good job. You know what I mean? They're doing that things, and they get a lot of their info from people who succeeded in the past. So it's not like it's something new or anything else like that. But yeah, I think that the suspension is what it is. I think it's going to get appealed. I think it's going to probably be some weird shit to it. That's going to annoy me because
15 games. By the time it's over.
I don't think he needs to be suspended. I don't know why, but I think like I said, I think people thinking about the gun and thinking the gun is the reason why he's being suspended. It has nothing to do with the gun. The gun it's just the fact that he's using it as a prop or a tool. Yeah, I mean, he's something like that.
I definitely think it's because he just got in trouble.
He got in trouble, and like I said, he just because if he was hunting, on Instagram Live, I don't think this is a big deal because he got a gun.
I mean, Peter might come at her.
Somebody probably would have came at him like, yo,
you can't be killing that deer.
Is it hunting season?
Rabbit season.
But yeah, I just think it's more so that he was just on social media now that he had a firearm. You know what I'm saying? And why do people scratch their head with their firearms on, like?
Because they want to shoot themselves in the brain by accident because they're idiots.
That's stupid shit.
Because they see that shit on TV and they think it's cool, and I'm gonna do it next.
It's dumb shit.
It's dumb shit.
It's dumb shit.
It really is dumb shit. But I have bad road rage, right?
I'm listening.
So I'm driving and a person cuts me off. Now, listen, Linda, listen. If you are in the left lane to turn left, but your dumbass knows that you want to go straight or turn right, and you try to cut me off, that's vengeance. I see red. Because you know this fucking light, you gotta turn left. So why are you in the left hand trying to beat all the traffic? All the fucking traffic. And then you expect me to follow you at least 3 blocks to scare you.
You stupid as shit.
Huh?
You stupid as shit.
Explain that to me. Keep your dumb ass in a straight lane. Be patient and wait your turn, bro. Is that hard? Is that hard?
And don't do this while you on Instagram Live.
Definitely don't do that shit on Instagram Live. Because you might go to jail. Listen. Summertime's coming up. I'm sorry, summertime's already here.
Well, is it official?
Yeah, it's official. Well, yeah, because 22nd. Well, I guess in 2 weeks it's official. Mm-hmm. Summer solstice in 4 days. Mm-hmm. Stay off the expressway. Stay off of Cobbs Creek. Okay? If you not going 45 to 50 miles an hour on Cobbs Creek, I don't know what your purpose is. Okay? If you are lost and confused, stay the fuck out the park. Please. I don't want you to start in West Philly and end up in North Philly or Northeast Philly thinking you were going to go to West Philly again.
Thank you for letting everybody know that you're talking about Philly areas.
Oh, sorry. I'm talking about Philly areas. Okay? If you are not familiar with those areas, do not drive these areas. Please. Please and thank you. That's all I'm going to say about the...
Because I had to get off the public service announcement.
Yo, because this shit, you got PPAU drivers. Yep, I use all letters. Okay, no insurance having asses. They don't stop at stop signs, and they run red lights. Like, that shit ain't funny.
Well, I don't drive, so it's funny to me.
You shouldn't drive.
That's not funny. That's not funny. That's not right.
All right. Like, I'm serious about this, y'all. Help me. Stay the fuck off these roads, yo.
I just love that this came out of the John Morant conversation that you just went
because I was following the car for 3 streets and he could have had a gun in the car and I didn't give a fuck.
That's very true.
That was how I switched speeds.
A lot of people would say that probably wasn't a smart
thing. It definitely is not. But guess what? I don't care.
You said you saw Red. You got into your whole, Kill Bill music vibe.
What? And Nuck If You Buck was on my car. You know how I feel about Nuck If You Buck, like.
So you had a soundtrack.
Yeah, so I was already.
So you had a scene from New York Undercover.
I was already
just keep.
I already had it in my mind if he had the car, what I was going to do. Like I already had all that in my mind planned out, which is probably premeditated. So let's say, just stay off the fucking road. Just stay off the road.
I think people would say by listening to you think that you have to work on your road rage. It's a you thing.
No, it's not road rage. People learn how to fucking drive. It's not road rage. Green means go. Yellow means go faster. So you don't go. Right? Stop sign means stop.
Yeah, hold up. I just beat with you.
if you're on
say
it again. Okay.
For people who like myself
who don't drive. All right, I'm gonna elaborate on the yellow part. Okay,
that was good.
Listen. Green means go, right? Yellow means go faster, so you don't stop sudden, so the car behind you don't bump you. So go faster to get to the light.
Not caution. Go faster.
Go. Yeah.
It's not a caution thing. It's
go faster. Go faster to get through the light, and red means stop. Okay.
I would never want to walk in your world where go faster is.
Listen. People get in the car and pray. Hand to God. Get in the car and start praying. It's an amusement ride park. But I've never been in an accident and I'm good. That's all I'm gonna say.
I just think that's funny.
I had a couple of speeding tickets. That's all. So I'm going cop too. But I know everybody heard this already once. If you are in the left lane on the highway, That means you better haul ass. The middle lane is for your drug traffickers. They just want to stay steady and get to where they're going to go. They're not doing nothing. Okay? Your right lane, that's for the people who can't fucking drive. I'm gonna need y'all to stay in that position too. Stay right there stay right there. And for some of you broke niggas, get easy passes. Cause all the stopping at the toll shit is not you neither, Cannon. Y'all trying to count change out. Get that man.
No more, do they?
Some George they still got them.
They brought them back out.
Some got tolls, yeah.
I thought they got rid of all the people.
They make $19 an hour to stand there and do this.
They did, but I thought they wrapped it
No.
up because of the COVID thing.
Some states still have it.
Oh, some states still have it?
Yes. Okay, easy pass. Acme got them. You buy it and you put $35 on it and they give you a nice little. That's one trip to New York. It's not up and back. I said one trip to New York. That's not up and back. Okay. Get yourself an easy pass. All right, and just let's make this summer not crazy. It's already crazy enough.
Stay the fuck out of her way. It's she pretty much
possibly. That's exactly what the fuck I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. But in all fairness, I've never been in a car accident, like I said, and I got a few speeding tickets.
So pretty much, you're pretty much above the law when it comes to not breaking it.
Yeah. Unless I'm in the middle lane and you in the middle lane. But yeah, for the most part, listen. Let me tell you something. As one of my good friends would say, she don't know who taught me. When I pass people from the left lane. So I look like Fast and Furious when you behind me. I go 3 lanes over. But I have a turn signal, and I am very aggressive with my turn signal. Some people do that shit and they don't turn signal. Me, I click, click, click. I give you about 3 seconds to see it. I know you see it. I see you looking at it, and I'm darting. And if you follow me, if you have the unfortunate of following me in the car, first thing I say to you is, do you run red lights? Because I need to know if I come up on a yellow light, to go faster or slow down. These are the things you need to know. I want to take a poll on that. Does yellow mean go faster? Just a question. Put a comment. Add a comment to that.
Caution, go faster.
In driving, it does.
That needs to be
in Philadelphia, driving, definitely means that.
It needs to be a shirt. Caution, go faster.
I can make it happen. I have somebody that does shirts. I can make that happen for you. I promise. But poll, put that in the comment section.
Please comment on that. That's hilarious.
Definitely, yellow means go faster. Driving.
That is hilarious. But so we're wrapping it up a little in a second.
Okay.
Been about doing that about it says the time about an hour.
Yeah.
About an hour.
About an hour. Didn't feel like it.
It goes fast.
It definitely does.
It does real fast.
I'm mad we didn't get into anything other than sports, so I have to come back.
Oh, we got into traffic.
I did, but that's not. I mean, I thought it was gonna go deeper. I thought you was. Well, the traffic was a tipping bird.
That was funny.
A little tip of the bird. But I want to come back.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah. Oh definitely. But after every episode, we usually do Mount Rushmore. So since we were talking about draft, I want you to give me your Mount Rushmore, if you can, of your top NBA drafts of all time.
The years, or just like
if you can't name the year, just say you name the players that was in that draft.
Obviously,
start from 4 and go up to 5.
Okay.
I mean, go up to 1.
Okay. So I will give the Carmelo, LeBron, D Wade draft number 4.
That was the 03 draft, I believe.
Yeah, 03. I got 3 in picks right. Well, 1 and 2 was obviously going to be.
And you forgot Bosh, by the way. Everybody figures Bosh.
And I wanted Bosh as a Sixer because he used to kill us in the fucking Toronto. He would just pow, 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 pow.
Yes, he did.
And then he went to Miami. Fucking Miami. Fucking pansies. All right. My number 1 draft.
Number 3. You
I know.
4 of them.
I know I need 4.
So you got your number 4, which was the 03 draft. Now you need 3 more. Obviously, you need
84.
84.
Well, no, they're not 3. 84, 96 are 1 and 2. I need
96 is 1.
That's
1 and 2. Okay, I know the years. Continue. said 83. You said
Uh-huh.
83. You mean 84?
84.
84.
84.
Okay.
Yeah, 84. And 96.
So you need a 3.
I need a 3. That's the problem. Oh, I'm sorry. What year did nope, that was the same year.
Who? Wait, the player. What's the player?
Thinking Timmy.
Timmy came out in 97.
No. What year did D Rose come out?
What year did D Rose come out?
'Cause I think that was a good draft actually.
You gonna have to Google it because I really don't know. D Rose came out. He came out like later, closer to mid 2000s. So like 08 maybe.
08.
Yeah, that was a good guess.
So.
Didn't like that guess. That was a good guess.
You're talking about.
Who was in that class? I don't think he had a really good class.
He didn't have a good class. I'm just thinking of him because he stood out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think because I'm thinking of players, but I can't think of like.
If you give me the players, then I'll link you up.
What about? No. Because I'm trying to really.
The crazy thing is like the '84 draft is always get this love because of Ewan, Barkley, Jordan, Stockton.
Well, yeah.
No, Malone wasn't in that.
No, Malone wasn't in that draft.
He came later. But it's like
I was actually thinking of what draft did the Sixers mess up on? We should have took which one called 88.
86 draft.
It was 86.
86 draft.
That's when That's when we ruined our frame. That's when the fuckery started. Max, yeah, that's when the fuckery started in 86. We've been drafting wrong ever since 86, and then we get that one Iverson. Look, we did it right. No, we didn't. No, the fuck we didn't.
No, we drafted.
We could have had no.
Stackhouse. That was a good draft.
But we didn't use him, so it was a waste.
Oh, well, that's management. They ain't got shit to do with it.
Shit.
That's management. And Spoon was a solid player. He wasn't a superstar.
What year? What year did he come out?
Spoon.
92.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think.
I'm just trying to figure out how the '84 draft makes it. I've been thinking about that.
All right. Well, no, 85 is not that bad, except for
Because like the '84 draft is like I said, it has like some talented players and it has all-time greats, obviously. But I mean,
it's hindsight 2020 because you're thinking about.
Because it's like, what do you look for? Are you looking for depth,
or are you looking for that one stud player?
Or are you looking for stud players?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
You kind of want a mixture of both, but it's kind of hard.
1996. Best fucking class ever.
So
I agree with you on that one. You said you don't have a third.
I don't have a third because I think the rest of them are all hit and miss. Like you said you got that one player. 92 wasn't that bad. That's the year we took Sean Bradley.
No, that's 93. Bradley came out when we were supposed to take Weber or Penny.
Once again, fucking up. So you just gonna make me relive all that bullshit.
Yeah, that's where we took.
That's where we fucked up at.
We took. I didn't want Weber anyway. I was tired. I didn't like him. I liked him, but I didn't want him in Philly. I just couldn't do it.
Ha! I got it. You gonna laugh?
No, I'm not. Continue.
It might be 94, 95 draft because they had Glenn Robinson. They had
Grant Hill,
Jason Kidd. It might be that one.
Who else was in? You gotta give me some more than that. That was crazy. That's all you said. I think was Anton Jameson in that one. She was in that one though, right? She was in there.
Right. Hold on, no, don't say.
We drafted Sharon Wright. God damn it.
That was the Grizzlies, remember?
No, that's when we was the Phillies. We
drafted him.
Yeah.
Why am I reliving this with you?
Sixers.
This is fucking horrible.
Jesus.
God, I hate you.
No, because we drafted in '95. We drafted. Was that '95 or '94?
It's '94.
'94 was Sheet year? No, it wasn't Sheet year.
No, Jawan Howard,
Howard,
Michigan.
yeah, Howard.
Jason Kidd.
Kid.
We really did take him, huh? Eric Montross. Look, I mean,
Wow.
Eric. I couldn't think of the Petrovac boy.
Yeah,
That's what I was
but,
thinking of.
But the problem is that when you look behind Sharon Wright, who do you see that we should have drafted that was better? That's the problem.
Jalen Rose.
How far Rose was down?
We took this mother. Listen, we took him at 6. 6, I tell you. We had Eddie Jones, backyard Eddie Jones.
Eddie was on that?
Yes, backyard
yeah.
Eddie.
Okay.
Right there at Temple.
All right. Yeah, you're right.
Then we had Rose.
Yeah, then we fucked up. Yeah. I thought it's a draft that I remember looking back. I'm like, well, I don't see nobody else that we could have drafted. I guess that's not the draft.
No. Every draft we draft, you can see somebody we fucking should have drafted. It's not even a joke. It's right there. Just right there. Right there. And what made it so bad, this year we didn't even had... Oh, we did. Yeah, this is crazy. Yo, our second round pick.
Do you went to round 2? What do I
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Okay, hold up.
I need to get a face with that dude because I don't even know if he did he even play.
He did for a second.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that was good. That was funny.
It's not.
That was good.
We can go through. Listen, that should be. Listen, that's why we shouldn't draft. As a Sixers fan, I revoke thee. We do not need to draft.
We ain't got no picks this year.
Thank God. Thank God. Because every year we mess them up. Listen, the only reason why we got Maxey is because nobody touched him. And it just happened to be there. If we had to think about taking Maxey between Maxey or Doodoo Brown, we would have fucking took Doodoo Brown.
Who the fuck is Doodoo Brown? Who the fuck is Doodoo Brown? We're playing that nickname.
That's what the fuck we be drafting. Doo-doo.
All right, so I'm gonna do mine real quick.
All right.
96, of course, is number 1. I got 84 draft at number 3.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Ironically, I've looked this up recently, and they moved up the charts.
Oh my God.
I got JoJo draft. Look at JoJo draft.
Oh my God. I know that's recent. Okay,
look
all
at
right.
JoJo draft, bro.
No, it's good. It's crazy good. I know it was. Actually, the spare we kept tanking for whoever the fuck we kept tanking for. Those 4 years had a bunch of draft picks. We ain't getting out one except for JoJo. Go ahead.
No, not really. Because when you look at it, like the year we were supposed to get, we wanted Russell. And look at D'Angelo Russell now. I mean,
I wanted Fox. I didn't want Russell.
I don't think Fox was part of that class, bro. Fox is new. Fox is still new.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
All
He
right.
just got off his rookie contract.
Hold on.
He literally just got off of it.
Weird. What year?
Fox played with Monk. Remember from Philly?
Oh yeah, Malik Monk. We should have took him too. Like that. What the fuck? Like this is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
What year did JoJo come out? 10? No. 15?
I don't know. I don't remember the year. It was him, Wiggins, I think Jabari, but Jabari got hit with injuries. Cat. No, that's Joel. I mean, that's Jalil. Cat came out with Jalil, my bad. I think Joker came out, or Giannis. Giannis came out his draft. I don't know if Joker came out his draft.
15 was Carl Anthony Towns, Russell, Okafor. So he had to be a year before that, right?
Yeah.
Because
JoJo was there before Ja.
So we'll do that. Okay, yeah. So Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart.
I'm just naming
he went
people.
4, right? A 4
I'm
or
just
5.
naming. I'm just naming people.
I think Giannis is in there.
Yeah, they're actually. You're right though.
Giannis and Joker's in there.
Because you got Levine in here, Jabari Parker, but you said the injuries. Payton. Yeah, that's a good draft.
Yeah, it's a solid draft. I remember I looked up and I was like, damn, this was actually a good draft. like solid players and solid role players. It's just a solid joint. Me and my dad wanted Zach because we liked him in UCLA.
Zach Levine.
Mm-hmm.
I take him now.
I don't know about now. Too many scary knee injuries. His game is just weird now. He was a combo guard like Larry Hughes.
Once again, sit your dumb ass down. Stop doing all that dumb shit with your knees. Jumping around like a frog. Sit down. Shoot a jump shot.
You know what's crazy? Like, I was looking at, like, Gordon, you know, the dunk contest, and every time he jumped, I said, damn, he look old. he just did. I said, you ain't putting the ball underneath your legs now.
Yeah.
You ain't doing that shit no more.
Wiggins was the first. Yeah. This was a solid draft.
Yeah, Wiggins was definitely.
Even though we lost Darko, Sarge, we don't know what happened. What happened to Sarge, Joe?
He is in Phoenix. Or is he in OKC?
Prime example. Not know what to do with the player. You should have kept him.
No, prime example, he prioritized his
Euro shit?
Yeah, his country.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I just saw, I think, a YouTube video. Somebody was talking about Yao Ming. No, I was listening on a podcast. I was listening to somebody else's shit. And they was talking about it. And he was like, Yao was like, I probably shouldn't have played for my country because I was coming off an injury or I was hurt, but I did it anyway. He said, I cut my career short. And I was like, damn.
To have to give his country half his money because that's how it was over there, remember? That was a big thing back then with him.
Mm-hmm.
But he actually had meat on him. He wasn't a skinny player. No, like, that's the thing. He actually had the meat.
But he never gave a chance to heal. Look how long Joel played before he played. He had to sit a whole 2 years.
At least 2 years. I was going to say more than that.
Medicine is way better than it is now. Than Same thing with New Orleans. New Orleans had to wait a year. You know what I mean? Ben took a year off. They all take a year off. You know what I'm saying? Sit the fuck down. Go rest up. Right. We'll wait until your shit really heal. So I said number one was 96. JoJo year is my number 2. I said 84 is 93. It is a number 3. And my number 4 for me is the 92 class.
Okay. We just saw that. So that was a good class.
Spoon was in that class. It was a lot of solid role players. Leitner obviously was in there. He didn't have the pro career that
but he had a role player.
He had a solid career. He lasted, and then he made an all-star team, did things, but I mean, nothing crazy. It was just a solid class. And then the other class, I kind of like put them side by side, is I put together that Icky class.
It wasn't a bad class. Iggy's class was a good class.
Iggy class was solid.
I think
Dwight was on there. It was a solid ass.
It was solid class, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it had a lot of depth. You know what I mean? I like teams I like draft class that have players that you be like, oh, that's a solid player.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, not necessarily a superstar, but somebody's gonna contribute.
Like solid players.
Right.
I mean, I don't. You know what I mean? That's what makes 96 so dope.
Cause
I mean, like it's just like it's Hall of Famers, but then you got like. Really, you got Kerry Kittles and stuff like that. You got really solid players.
Solid players, yeah.
You know what I mean? On your squad. You know what I mean? But, yeah. That's what it is. So, thanks, me.
Thank you for having me. I'll be back.
This is another episode of Prime Debate with Stats. We will have this uploaded as soon as I'm done editing the video. Hopefully everything comes out with the sound quality, and as far as the audio aspect, we'll be uploading it. For some odd reason, I have to check out the Spotify aspect. So if you listen to this on Spotify, give us a minute because it's not popping up right now. But everywhere else where you listen to your podcast, please check us out.
Remember, yellow means speed through.
For my cousin Mira.
Thank you.
For Prime, I'm pretty sure he'll just say bye-bye. And to myself, I'll talk to you later. Peace.